Hello everyone, good morning everybody. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is Priska Chinelo. Okay, you're welcome to my channel this morning. Today we are cooking a healthy egusi soup. Here I have 2 maggies. I have 2 scotch bonnet salt to add to taste. I got bitter leaves and I have egusi over here. Got crayfish, red oil and 2 mackerels. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing now is to add hot water to soften this bitter leaves. Okay, because it's dried one, I'm going to soften it with this hot water. So now I'm going to set everything aside. Okay, it's time for us to start cutting the fish that we are going to use to cook the soup. Okay, we are using only this mackerel and crayfish. Okay, so this soup is very healthy soup. This is updated egusi soup. Okay, but this one is a really healthy one, just with mackerel. You know what mackerel is? Mackerel gives us omega-3. Okay, the oil that we needed for our bones, our body. So it's really a healthy fish. If you're the type that is rejecting it, please don't reject it anymore, because it's loaded. Okay, I remember growing up, my mother don't like this fish because of the color. Okay, but the fish is loaded. In fact, it's loaded. Okay, so I've removed everything inside it now. Make sure that you remove all the filters and the uneatable things. All right, so right now is the time to start the process of blending our egusi. But first of all, I'm going to remove all the chaffs inside it. You know, when you get egusi, there are some remaining egusi chaffs inside it. So I'm going to divide it into 2 so that I'll be able to flip it around. Okay, so that's what I will be doing now. So remove all the chaffs inside the egusi. Okay, and after that, here comes the process of blending it. Okay, I'm now going to blend it. This egusi, I'm pretty sure I'm going to blend it 3 times because it's a little bit bigger. Okay, here comes the first one. It's done, because this machine is really fast in blending. I've had this machine for years, I mean years. Okay, so, and it's still good, still working. The only thing is that the wet one spoiled, but the dried one is giving me what I need, in fact. So this is the last batch of this egusi. Okay, blending it. When I finish blending egusi, now the process of the soup will just start. Okay, because this soup, as I said, is very healthy soup. It's very, very healthy soup I'm cooking today. That is it. I have finished blending all the egusi. So here I've added water to my pot, and I'm going to turn the heat on, and we start boiling the water. Okay, I got crayfish. Now I'm going to remove some chaff from the crayfish as well. Okay, and while the water is boiling, we go ahead and be doing other things. Now I will be pounding my scotch bonnets. I've washed everything, please, even the fish, the pepper. I make sure that everything is washed. I've pounded it, as you can see. So I'm still giving a little bit pounding. And this is the crayfish. Please, I don't want to blend this crayfish because I really want to give it a nice wash, and that's what I did. So I want to pound it instead of blending it, okay, because I really want to wash it. So I'm going to pound the crayfish now together with that pepper. Good. I'll just give it a rough pound, okay, just rough one. Here comes the water. Is almost boiling. I'm going to add red oil now. Cover the pot up. Wait for it to boil. It's boiling now. So we are going to add egusi. The egusi I divided into two. Okay, I'm going to add the first one inside the soup because there is a style of soup I want to cook with this egusi. Okay, the one we used to cook when I'm small. The second one, I'm going to make it obarati. Okay, so now I'm adding the pepper and the crayfish. Okay, all right. So as I was saying, I'm going to make the other remaining egusi obarati. I don't know what it calls in English. I don't know what you people, if you're from Igbo, I don't know what you call it, but I'm going to make it obarati. Okay, just to get some seedness of the egusi inside this soup. Okay, I don't want everything to melt inside the soup. I want to have some of the seed of a little egusi inside the soup. So in Nigeria, we use eroso to do it. Eroso together with egusi, but here, I don't have eroso. So this is it. I use the hot water from the soup to melt it. And I'm going to, because of, I don't have time, so I'm supposed to do it little. But I'm using another method. I'm going to put it in big. And when the soup finish boiling, I'm going to bring it because that time is a little bit harder. So when I bring them out, I'm going to mash it. You will see me doing everything, okay? So I'm going to show you how that egusi look like now. That is it. Have you seen it? Had it been, I did it small now. This is how it's going to be. But I'm going to use a plate. Yeah, I'm going to use the same plate to make it small and add it back to the soup, okay? To get that oborati. Hey, oborati. I don't know if this is what we call it. I remember, yeah. But if you do it with eroso, that is a banner. Okay, as you can see it. The other remaining ones, I'm going to do it because I don't want to do all of them the same time. This egusi is already giving me what I want. Good. So I'm adding the remaining ones. There, that is it. Have you seen it now? So the egusi is now little seedy inside the soup. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Cover it up. Let's see how the soup is doing. It's really doing good. Have you seen what I want? I want the egusi to be small, small, small inside the soup. So now we're adding the omega-3. I love this fish so much, okay? So adding the fish now. This soup doesn't take time. Egusi soup is very simple and easy. So there's it. I'm going to leave it to cook. But I'm not going to allow this fish to cook and cook and cook. Okay? So that is it. Guys, I'm really sorry. Here my video, the camera cut off while I was adding the bitter leaf and Maggi. Okay, I'm so sorry. I don't even realize. So when I find out, it's late. Okay, so Maggi and the bitter leaf has gone inside the soup, and that is the last thing that went inside the soup. As you can see, the soup is really doing good. All the fish that are still there. Have you seen the egusi? What I want from that egusi? Did you see it? When you're looking at it, they are just see the egusi inside it. That's actually what I needed. Okay, and that's how it comes out. I really love it. Okay, this soup is so easy and so much healthy food. Okay, it's healthy soup with the crayfish and the mackerel. It's such a healthy soup that can go with pounded yam or cassava, white cassava. But today I'm going to garnish this with pounded yam. Okay, so here comes the end of this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please, if you never subscribe to my channel, think of subscribing because it is free. Okay, thank you, and thank you so much. I will go see you again in my next video. Bye.